Hello and welcome back to Not a Watch Snob. I am your host, Bill, and today we are checking out a watch that is named after one of the most famous watchmakers in American history. A watch name that is synonymous with luxury. A watchmaker that is so revered that if we didn't have his watches, we probably wouldn't have won the First World War. Today we are checking out Dennison Watch Company. Let's check it out together. Yes, today we're going to be taking a look at a story that began 175 years ago. One that took their founder, Lufkin Dennison, you might have heard of him, from America to Switzerland to Britain to create the world's best watches. Carrying on in the echoes that helped distinguish Dennison among other companies that defined modern watchmaking. This watch company still holds true to the name that Lufkin Dennison fought hard to create. That each watch should be crafted with attention to detail, and each watch shouldn't break the bank. Now today we're lucky enough to be taking a look at their brand new collection, which is their stone dials, that's going to be breathing life into a new, sort of, kind of restored 1960s look with this kind of modern sophistication and simplicity. And we're going to be looking at both their natural malachite stone as well as their beautiful Aventine dial. Now, I'll be honest, when I was looking at their watches online, I thought for sure the natural malachite was going to be my absolute favorite. However, after getting them in the flesh, I have to say the Aventine dial happens to be my absolute favorite. Now, I've had Aventine dials in the past, and this one just sparkles, has a lot more bits of cobalt and nickel, I believe, than all of the other Aventine dials that I've had in the past. This one just shines and really catches your eye. Now, the reason why I think it's my favorite happens to be, like I said, it catches your attention with that dial. And honestly, I thought the natural malachite was going to do that with this bold green look. However, when I got it in person, it's a stone. It's a little bit more subdued. It's not really that bold greenness that you see online, which you can see in the videos here. However, I do both like them. Now, we're going to get into each individual kind of review of each watch, but first we're going to go over the specifications of these watches. It's got a lug-to-lug of 37 millimeters. I want to say it's about 36 millimeters, although it's kind of a square, so you don't really get a perfect millimeter out of that. Its thickness is very thin, which I like. It's 6.05 millimeters. Then the glass is sapphire. The dial is finished natural stones. The movement is a Swiss-made Rondet quartz 1032-1. It's got a water resistance of 30 meters. It's got a croc pattern leathered strap that is 20 millimeters, with the buckle being 16 millimeters. So that means it's kind of got a tapered buckle, which I really do like. Now let's start with the malachite. Now I, again, thought that this malachite was really gonna pop. The pictures online made this green really kind of in your face, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be really sharp. Now when I got it, it is a stone. Now stones themselves, crystals and such like that, they pop under light. However, this being just a rock, basically, for lack of a better word, it's just kind of subdued. I don't know if they could add like a lacquer to it or something to make it really pop. Now, I believe it's the sapphire crystal that kind of adds a glare, making it more of a subdued green, which may be perfect for somebody. It's definitely perfect for somebody out there. It's a good looking watch. It's a sharp looking watch. I really expected this to pop, and I expected this to be my favorite. Now, if we move on to my actual favorite, let's get into the Aventine dial. Now, this Aventine dial is just absolutely sharp. Even in low light situations, you still get the specks of sparkles from that cobalt and nickel. It's just an overall good-looking watch. Now, I'm also a sucker for gold. Gold may not pop for everyone. The beauty of this company is they make both gold and stainless steel in both of their dial, or in all of their dial, colorways. And I just really think that this, it just pops. I love the Aventine, and I wasn't expecting to like it. I'm a loss for words. Now, I do like that they got a signed crown. The name is at the bottom right corner, which I like. It's kind of like it's kind of this simplistic, retro kind of look to it. And it doesn't take away from the natural stone that you get to see, which I like. The buckle has its name. It's got a signed buckle, which I like. It says Dennison. Now, the case back kind of pays tribute to the 1960s with its Art Deco kind of lines and shapes to it. I do like that a lot. The band is super comfortable. I gotta give credit where credit's due. The band is very, very comfortable. It's got that new leather smell, which I like. And the dials themselves, I think because it's a flat crystal, even though it's a flat crystal, doesn't give too much glare on the Avertine dial. I like that a lot. Plus, the hands really pop on these watches. I like that as well. Both watches, the hands really pop. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. It really captured this like modern 1960s style that they were going for. This watch has so much to look at and so many great things about it. However, I gotta get into price. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I think $690 is a bit steep. Now, I know a lot of money goes into making these watches, especially with that Ronda Swiss movement. Also, the fact that it's stone dials. I'm guessing that wasn't too cheap to produce. However, I think in maybe the $400 range, I think it would be more easily accessible to customers. They wouldn't have to break the bank. I know that nowadays times are tough for everyone, and I just think $690 at that price point, you can get yourself an old Omega or something like that. And I think, if you really want, allow people to get them at a cheaper price point, so that way they can try all the different dials and colorways. I mean, I would love to try the Tiger Eye. I would like to try the, I've never tried Lapis. I don't know what Lapis even is. I would love to try all of their different colorways. And I think in the $400 range, that would be a little bit more accessible than the $690. Now, they do have a more affordable version with the Sunray dial. That's around $490. However, these stone dials just really pop. I really like this kind of vivid, unmistakable, beautiful look to these watches. If you want to get your hands on a Dennison watch, go ahead and check out the link in the description. I'd love for you to click on that link and say that Bill from Not a Watch Snob sent you. Dennison was nice enough to send us these watches. Remember, my name is Bill. I'm not a watch snob, and neither are you. I also got to give a quick shout out to Emilio at Rock and Roll Tequila. Check that out. Go ahead and check them out online as well. I'll put the link in the description too. Thank you so much for watching.